Call the meeting to order. If you would, please, Michelle, the roll.
Avon,
Here.
Caledonia,
Here.
Canisius,
Here.
Geneseo, Groveland,
Here.
Lester, Lima,
Here.
Livonia,
Here.
Mount Morris,
Here.
North Dansville, Nunde,
Here.
Ashen,
Here.
Portage, Sparta,
Here.
Springwater, here, West Sparta,
Here.
York.
Here. Our veteran for the Pledge of Allegiance has not arrived yet this afternoon. I'm going to ask West Sparta Supervisor Sue Ertl to lead us in the pledge. And if Mr. Bailey does arrive, I think we'll bring him up front. We'll recognize him and at the time if he shows up. So thank you. Sue, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We have some meeting minutes for your consideration, the 28th of June. Does anyone have any additions, changes that they'd like to bring forward at this time? Hearing none, a motion and a second, please.
Move Schuster.
Second. A motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. We do have a public hearing this afternoon. I'd like to ask Bill Fuller to please come up and introduce, and then we'll open the public hearing.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Today's public hearing is for local law B 2023, providing a partial exemption from real property taxes to certain qualifying volunteer firefighters and ambulance workers. This proposed law would grant a 10% exemption to volunteer firefighters and ambulance workers for 2 years of active service. The law would also allow for a lifetime exemption for members with 20 years of active service, along with the option to grant the exemption to the unremarried surviving spouse of a deceased member or a member killed in the line of duty, provided that they were receiving the exemption before they were killed.
Thank you. Declare this public hearing open at this time. I'll ask if there's any member of the public wishing to weigh in on the public hearing. I'd ask if they come forward, sign the podium, and speak to the hearing that we have open at this time. Ask if there's any supervisor wishing to speak to the public hearing at this time. Hearing none, the hearing will remain open until the almost close of the meeting, and I'll ask the questions again for any input. We do have an abstract of claims.
Mr. Chairman, I move this abstract of claims and ask for unanimous consent.
Thank you, Mr. Knapp. Is there any questions or discussion on this abstract of claims? Hearing none, roll please, Michelle.
Avon,
Aye.
Caledonia, Canisius,
Aye.
Geneseo, Groveland,
Aye.
Lester, Lima,
Aye.
Livonia, Mount Morris,
Aye.
North Dansville, Nunde,
Aye.
Ashen,
Aye.
Portage, Sparta,
Aye.
Springwater, West Sparta,
Aye.
York.
Aye.
Ayes 3576, absent 1478, adopted.
Next we have some resolutions to be considered under the consent agenda.
Proclaiming August 1st through the 7th, 2023 as World Breastfeeding Week. Appointing member to the Community Initiatives Council, Tammy Underhill. Appointing member to the Livingston County Planning Board, Donald R. Wilcox. Appointing member to the Livingston County Traffic Safety Board, Timothy Archibald. Providing for a public hearing to consider public comment on the county's community development block grant contract with the New York State Office of Community Renewal for the Back to Business program supporting small businesses to prevent, prepare for, and respond to COVID-19.
Thank you. Was there any discussion of any of these resolutions on the preferred agenda? Hearing none, I'd ask for a motion and a second. Bring this to a vote, please.
Lester.
DeSalvo, second it.
Thank you. I have a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And that's carried. Vote on this, please, Michelle.
Avon,
Aye.
Caledonia,
Aye.
Canisius,
Aye.
Geneseo, Groveland.
Aye.
Lester. Lima.
Aye.
Livonia. Mount Morris.
Aye.
North Dansville. Nunde.
Aye.
Ashen.
Aye.
Portage.
Aye.
Sparta.
Aye.
Springwater.
Aye.
West Sparta.
Aye.
York.
Aye.
Ayes 3643, absent 1411, adopted.
Next, we have several resolutions that we're going to consider under a separate roll call vote.
Mrs. Walker, authorizing the chairman of the Livingston County Board of Supervisors to sign the following contracts for the Livingston County Center for Nursing and Rehabilitation, Health System Services LTD, and True Staff Travel Nurses LLC.
Mr. Chairman, I move this resolution and ask for unanimous consent.
Thank you, Mrs. Walker. Is there any questions or discussion on any of these contracts? Hearing none, roll please, Michelle.
Avon.
Aye.
Caledonia.
Aye.
Canisius.
Aye.
Geneseo. Groveland.
Aye.
Lester. Lima.
Aye.
Livonia. Mount Morris.
Aye.
North Dansville. Nunde.
Aye.
Ashen.
Aye.
Portage.
Aye.
Sparta.
Aye.
Springwater.
Aye.
West Sparta.
Aye.
York.
Aye.
Ayes 3643, absent 1411, adopted. Authorizing the chairman of the Livingston County Board of Supervisors to sign the following contracts for the Livingston County Department of Health. Explore Your Roar Speech Therapy, PLLC, Kathleen Grimsley, Casey Johnson, Cuca College, Jill Olson, and SUNY Geneseo.
Mr. Chairman, I move this resolution and ask for unanimous consent.
Thank you, Mrs. Walker. Is there any questions or discussion on this resolution? Hearing none, roll please, Michelle.
Avon.
Aye.
Caledonia.
Aye.
Canisius.
Aye.
Geneseo. Groveland.
Aye.
Lester. Lima.
Aye.
Livonia. Mount Morris.
Aye.
North Dansville. Nunde.
Aye.
Ashen.
Aye.
Portage.
Aye.
Sparta.
Aye.
Springwater.
Aye.
West Sparta.
Aye.
York.
Aye.
Ayes 3643, absent 1411, adopted. Establishing the Livingston County Department of Health Mental Health Clinic schedule for rates effective July 1st, 2022.
Mr. Chairman, I move this resolution and ask for unanimous consent.
Thank you, Mrs. Walker. Any questions or discussion on this resolution? Hearing none, roll please, Michelle.
Avon.
Aye.
Caledonia.
Aye.
Canisius.
Aye.
Geneseo. Groveland.
Aye.
Lester. Lima.
Aye.
Livonia. Mount Morris.
Aye.
North Dansville. Nunde.
Aye.
Ashen.
Aye.
Portage.
Aye.
Sparta.
Aye.
Springwater.
Aye.
West Sparta.
Aye.
York.
Aye.
Ayes 3643, absent 1411, adopted.
You could, yeah, let's do that. I'll ask for can I ask for an amendment to the?
Move to Geneseo.
Second.
Second.
Privilege of the floor. A motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Ian, if you would, we've got a veteran that we'd like to recognize this afternoon.
Yeah, thank you, Chairman. So we obviously did the Pledge of Allegiance already, but our veteran is here, and we do want to make sure that we talk about him and his career and also recognize him. So today we have with us Aviation Machinist Mate Petty Officer 3rd Class John Charles Bailey. John was born and raised and is a graduate of Avon. He served proudly in the aviation community in the United States Navy from November 23rd, 1951 until his honorable discharge November 10th, 1955 during the Korean War. AD3 Bailey completed his basic training at Great Lakes, Illinois, and continued his aviation training in Jacksonville, Florida, and Memphis, Tennessee, before reporting to his first duty station at Naval Air Force Station Agana, Guam. While stationed in Guam, he was awarded an Air Force Commendation Certificate for his actions assisting the Air Force during the December 17, 1953 crash of a Boeing B-29 Super Fortress on an approach landing. This led to several casualties with military crew and within family housing. After his tour in Guam, Petty Officer Bailey was stationed with Fighter Squadron 193, deployed on board the Essex-class aircraft carrier USS Oriskany. While serving with BF-193 Ghost Riders, Petty Officer Bailey was assigned as the plane captain to then Navy pilot and future astronaut Alan Shepard, well known for being the first American to travel into space. Upon completion of duties with Squadron, John reported back to San Francisco, California, where he discharged from active duty. For his military service, he was awarded the National Defense Service Medal, the Good Conduct Medal, and the China Service Medal. In addition to his military service, John Bailey was interviewed for the Veterans History Project for the Library of Congress, where his experiences are now part of the national record. Upon completion of his military service, John returned home and worked for 14 years in management at the Avon A&P and 14 years working with Metropolitan Life. After that, he worked 10 years with the Unionized Metal Shop in Gates and with Southco in Honeyway Falls until his retirement. He's an avid hunter and fisherman, enjoys spending time with his family. He resides with his wife in Avon. They have 5 children, 8 grandchildren, and 5 great-grandchildren. John, would you please come up to be recognized? The Board of Supervisors is pleased to present you with a certificate of appreciation for your service to our country and the United States Navy. Thank you very much.
Michelle, if you would, we'll continue on with the human service resolution at this time.
Authorizing the chairman of the Livingston County Board of Supervisors to sign the following contracts for the Livingston County Department of Social Services: Geneseo Community College, Livonia Central School District, and Worldwide Travel Staffing.
Mr. Chairman, I move this resolution and ask for unanimous consent.
Thank you, Mrs. Walker. Is there any questions or discussion on this resolution? Hearing none, roll please, Michelle.
Avon.
Aye.
Caledonia.
Aye.
Canisius.
Aye.
Geneseo. Groveland. Lester. Lima.
Aye.
Livonia.
Aye.
Mount Morris.
Aye.
North Dansville. Nunde.
Aye.
Ashen. Portage.
Aye.
Sparta.
Aye.
Springwater. West Sparta.
Aye.
York.
Aye.
Ayes 3643, absent 1411, adopted. Authorizing the chairman of the Livingston County Board of Supervisors to sign the following contract for the Livingston County Office of Workforce Development. The Bonadio Group.
Mr. Chairman, I move this resolution and ask for unanimous consent.
Thank you, Mrs. Walker. Any questions or discussion on this contract? Hearing none, roll please, Michelle.
Avon.
Aye.
Caledonia.
Aye.
Canisius.
Aye.
Geneseo. Groveland.
Aye.
Lester. Lima.
Aye.
Livonia. Mount Morris.
Aye.
North Dansville. Nunde.
Aye.
Ashen.
Aye.
Portage.
Aye.
Sparta.
Aye.
Springwater. West Sparta.
Aye.
York.
Aye.
Ayes 3643, absent 1411, adopted. Amending a portion of resolution number 2022-422, Summer Youth Employment Program.
Mr. Chairman, I move this resolution and ask for unanimous consent.
Thank you, Mrs. Walker. Any questions or discussion on this resolution? Hearing none, roll please, Michelle.
Avon.
Aye.
Caledonia.
Aye.
Canisius.
Aye.
Geneseo. Groveland.
Aye.
Lester. Lima.
Aye.
Livonia. Mount Morris.
Aye.
North Dansville. Nunde.
Aye.
Ashen.
Aye.
Portage.
Aye.
Sparta.
Aye.
Springwater. West Sparta.
Aye.
York.
Aye.
Ayes 3643, absent 1411, adopted. Mr. Deming, awarding the bid for Central Services Department for custodial services for various Livingston County buildings, Clean Tech Services.
Mr. Chairman, I move this resolution and ask for unanimous consent.
Thank you, Mr. Bennett. Any questions on this resolution? Hearing none, roll please, Michelle.
Avon.
Aye.
Caledonia.
Aye.
Canisius.
Aye.
Geneseo. Groveland.
Aye.
Lester. Lima.
Aye.
Livonia.
Aye.
Mount Morris.
Aye.
North Dansville. Nunde.
Aye.
Ashen.
Aye.
Portage.
Aye.
Sparta.
Aye.
Springwater. West Sparta.
Aye.
York.
Aye.
Ayes 3643, absent 1411, adopted. Authorizing the chairman of the Livingston County Board of Supervisors to sign the following contract for the Livingston County Historian's Office. Sign language 8.
Mr. Chairman, I move this resolution and ask for unanimous consent.
Thank you, Mr. Deming. Any questions or concerns on this resolution? Hearing none, roll please, Michelle.
Avon.
Aye.
Caledonia.
Aye.
Canisius.
Aye.
Geneseo. Groveland.
Aye.
Lester, Lima.
Aye.
Livonia. Mount Morris.
Aye.
North Dansville. Nunde.
Aye.
Ashen.
Aye.
Portage.
Aye.
Sparta.
Aye.
Springwater. West Sparta.
Aye.
York. Ayes 3643, absent 1411, adopted. Authorizing the Livingston County Highway Department to purchase pavement marking services through a contract awarded by Geneseo County. Seneca Pavement Marking, Inc.
Mr. Chairman, I move this resolution and ask for unanimous consent.
Thank you, Mr. Deming. Any concerns on this contract? Hearing none, roll please, Michelle.
Avon.
Aye.
Caledonia.
Aye.
Canisius.
Aye.
Geneseo. Groveland.
Aye.
Lester. Lima. Livonia.
Aye.
Mount Morris.
Aye.
North Dansville. Nunde.
Aye.
Ashen.
Aye.
Portage.
Aye.
Sparta.
Aye.
Springwater. West Sparta.
Aye.
York.
Aye.
Ayes 3643, absent 1411, adopted. Authorizing a professional services contract for the fuel island replacement, CNS Engineering.
Mr. Chairman, I move this resolution and ask for unanimous consent.
Thank you, Mr. Deming. Any questions or concerns on this contract? Hearing none, roll please, Michelle.
Avon.
Aye.
Caledonia.
Aye.
Canisius.
Aye.
Geneseo. Groveland.
Aye.
Lester. Lima.
Aye.
Livonia.
Aye.
Mount Morris.
Aye.
North Dansville. Nunde.
Aye.
Ashen.
Aye.
Portage.
Aye.
Sparta.
Aye.
Springwater. West Sparta.
Aye.
York.
Aye.
Ayes 3643, absent 1411, adopted. Adopting negative or seeker negative declaration for T-Mobile Northeast LLC installing cellular service equipment at County Emergency Communications Tower site located on Short Track Road, Town of Portage.
Mr. Chairman, I move this resolution and ask for unanimous consent.
Thank you, Mr. Deming. Any concerns on this resolution? Hearing none, roll please, Michelle.
Avon.
Aye.
Caledonia.
Aye.
Canisius.
Aye.
Geneseo. Groveland.
Aye.
Lester. Lima.
Aye.
Livonia.
Aye.
Mount Morris.
Aye.
North Dansville. Nunde.
Aye.
Ashen.
Aye.
Portage.
Aye.
Sparta.
Aye.
Springwater.
Aye.
West Sparta.
Aye.
York.
Aye.
Ayes 3643, absent 1411, adopted. Authorizing tower sublease agreement with T-Mobile Northeast LLC for installing cellular service equipment at County Emergency Communications Tower site location on Short Track Road, Town of Portage.
Mr. Chairman, I move this resolution and ask for unanimous consent.
Thank you, Mr. Deming. Any concerns on this resolution? Hearing none, roll please, Michelle.
Avon.
Aye.
Caledonia.
Aye.
Canisius.
Aye.
Geneseo. Groveland.
Aye.
Lester. Lima.
Aye.
Livonia.
Aye.
Mount Morris.
Aye.
North Dansville. Nunde.
Aye.
Ashen.
Aye.
Portage.
Aye.
Sparta.
Aye.
Springwater.
Aye.
West Sparta.
Aye.
York.
Aye.
Ayes 3643, absent 1411, adopted. Mr. Knapp, amending the 2023 Livingston County budget. Contingency, there are 2. Department of Health, there are 2. Public Defender and Sheriff's Office, there are 2.
Mr. Chairman, I move this resolution and ask for unanimous consent.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Are there any questions on this resolution? Hearing none, roll please, Michelle.
Avon.
Aye.
Caledonia.
Aye.
Canisius.
Aye.
Geneseo. Groveland.
Aye.
Lester. Lima.
Aye.
Livonia.
Aye.
Mount Morris.
Aye.
North Dansville. Nunde.
Aye.
Ashen.
Aye.
Portage.
Aye.
Sparta.
Aye.
Springwater.
Aye.
West Sparta.
Aye.
York.
Aye.
Ayes 3643, absent 1411, adopted. Authorizing transfer of funds, economic development.
Mr. Chairman, I move this resolution and ask for unanimous consent.
Thank you, Mr. Knapp. Are there any questions on this transfer of funds? Hearing none, roll please, Michelle.
Avon.
Aye.
Caledonia.
Aye.
Canisius.
Aye.
Geneseo. Groveland. Lester. Lima.
Aye.
Livonia.
Aye.
Mount Morris.
Aye.
North Dansville. Nunde.
Aye.
Ashen.
Aye.
Portage.
Aye.
Sparta.
Aye.
Springwater.
Aye.
West Sparta.
Aye.
York.
Aye.
Ayes 3643, absent 1411, adopted. Establishing an account, public defender.
Mr. Chairman, I move this resolution and ask for unanimous consent.
Thank you, Mr. Knapp. Are there any questions on this resolution? Hearing none, roll please, Michelle.
Avon.
Aye.
Caledonia.
Aye.
Canisius.
Aye.
Geneseo. Groveland.
Aye.
Lester. Lima.
Aye.
Livonia.
Aye.
Mount Morris.
Aye.
North Dansville. Nunde.
Aye.
Ashen.
Aye.
Portage.
Aye.
Sparta.
Aye.
Springwater.
Aye.
West Sparta.
Aye.
York.
Aye.
Ayes 3643, absent 1411, adopted. Authorizing the chairman of the Livingston County Board of Supervisors to sign a letter of engagement for legal services. Rupp, Altogether, LLC.
Mr. Chairman, I move this resolution and ask for unanimous consent.
Thank you, Mr. Knapp. Any questions or discussion on approving this letter of engagement? Hearing none, roll please, Michelle.
Avon.
Aye.
Caledonia.
Aye.
Canisius.
Aye.
Geneseo. Groveland. Lester. Lima.
Aye.
Livonia.
Aye.
Mount Morris.
Aye.
North Dansville. Nunde.
Aye.
Ashen.
Aye.
Portage.
Aye.
Sparta.
Aye.
Springwater.
Aye.
West Sparta.
Aye.
York. Ayes 3643, absent 1411, adopted. Amending a portion of resolution number 2022-422, adopting the 2023 miscellaneous pay rates, legal staff.
Mr. Chairman, I move this resolution and ask for unanimous consent.
Thank you, Mr. Knapp. Any questions or discussion on this resolution? Hearing none, roll please, Michelle.
Avon.
Aye.
Caledonia.
Aye.
Canisius.
Aye.
Geneseo. Groveland.
Aye.
Lester. Lima.
Aye.
Livonia.
Aye.
Mount Morris.
Aye.
North Dansville. Nunde.
Aye.
Ashen.
Aye.
Portage.
Aye.
Sparta.
Aye.
Springwater.
Aye.
West Sparta.
Aye.
York.
Aye.
Ayes 3643, absent 1411, adopted. Amending the 2023 Livingston County salary schedule, Center for Nursing and Rehabilitation and Public Defender.
Mr. Chairman, I move this resolution and ask for unanimous consent.
Thank you, Mr. Knapp. Is there any discussion on this resolution? Hearing none, roll please, Michelle.
Avon.
Aye.
Caledonia.
Aye.
Canisius.
Aye.
Geneseo. Groveland.
Aye.
Lester. Lima.
Aye.
Livonia.
Aye.
Mount Morris.
Aye.
North Dansville. Nunde.
Aye.
Ashen.
Aye.
Portage.
Aye.
Sparta.
Aye.
Springwater.
Aye.
West Sparta.
Aye.
York. Ayes 3643, absent 1411, adopted. Establishing salary for part-time assistant public defender, Christian A. Catalano.
Mr. Chairman, I move this resolution and ask for unanimous consent.
Thank you, Mr. Knapp. Any questions or discussion on this setting of the salary? Hearing none, roll, Michelle.
Avon.
Aye.
Caledonia.
Aye.
Canisius.
Aye.
Geneseo. Groveland.
Aye.
Lester. Lima.
Aye.
Livonia.
Aye.
Mount Morris.
Aye.
North Dansville. Nunde.
Aye.
Ashen.
Aye.
Portage.
Aye.
Sparta.
Aye.
Springwater.
Aye.
West Sparta.
Aye.
York.
Aye.
Ayes 3643, absent 1411, adopted. Authorizing the chairman of the Livingston County Board of Supervisors to sign the following professional services contract for Livingston County Employee Services LLC, doing business as ESI Employee Assistance Group.
Mr. Chairman, I move this resolution and ask for unanimous consent.
Thank you, Mr. Knapp. Any questions or discussion on this resolution? Hearing none, roll, Michelle.
Avon.
Aye.
Caledonia.
Aye.
Canisius.
Aye.
Geneseo. Groveland.
Aye.
Lester. Lima.
Aye.
Livonia. Mount Morris.
Aye.
North Dansville. Nunde.
Aye.
Ashen.
Aye.
Portage.
Aye.
Sparta.
Aye.
Springwater.
Aye.
West Sparta.
Aye.
York.
Aye.
Ayes 3643, absent 1411, adopted. Ratifying tentative collective bargaining agreement with the Livingston County Coalition of Patrol Services and authorizing execution of a collective bargaining agreement.
Mr. Chairman, I move this resolution and ask for unanimous consent.
Thank you, Mr. Knapp. Is there any questions or discussion on this agreement? Hearing none, roll please,
Avon. Caledonia. Canisius. Geneseo. Groveland.
Aye.
Lester. Lima.
Aye.
Livonia. Mount Morris.
Aye.
North Dansville. Nunde.
Aye.
Ashen.
Aye.
Portage.
Aye.
Sparta.
Aye.
Springwater.
Aye.
West Sparta. York.
Aye.
Ayes 3643, absent 1411, adopted. Resolution providing a 20-year retirement plan with additional 1/60th for sheriffs, undersheriffs, and deputy sheriffs whose duties involve at least 50% criminal law enforcement.
Mr. Chairman, I move this resolution and ask for unanimous consent.
Thank you, Mr. Knapp. Any questions or discussion on this resolution? Hearing none, roll call.
Avon. Caledonia. Canisius. Geneseo. Groveland. Lester. Lima.
Aye.
Livonia. Mount Morris.
Aye.
North Dansville. Nunde.
Aye.
Ashen.
Aye.
Portage.
Aye.
Sparta.
Aye.
Springwater.
Aye.
West Sparta.
Aye.
York.
Aye.
Ayes 3643, absent 1411, adopted. Authorizing the purchase of one 2024 Chevrolet Silverado 2500 for the Livingston County Office of Emergency Management. Vernon Chevrolet.
Mr. Chairman, I move this resolution and ask for unanimous consent.
Thank you, Mr. Knapp. Any questions or discussion on this resolution? Hearing none, roll call, Michelle.
Avon.
Aye.
Caledonia.
Aye.
Canisius.
Aye.
Geneseo. Groveland. Lester. Lima.
Aye.
Livonia.
Aye.
Mount Morris.
Aye.
North Dansville. Nunde.
Aye.
Ashen.
Aye.
Portage.
Aye.
Sparta.
Aye.
Springwater.
Aye.
West Sparta.
Aye.
York.
Aye.
Ayes 3643, absent 1411, adopted.
You have a public hearing still open. I'll ask if there's any member of the public wishing to come forward in regards to the public hearing. Ask if there's any supervisor at this time wishing, yes, Deb.
I just have
Sure.
a concern. I fully recognize that our volunteers do a tremendous job for us. I'm just a little concerned, again, we keep giving these exemptions. That spreads the balance to the rest of our population. They have to pick up those costs. This is just countywide, correct? This is just at the county level?
That's all. If you care to do it at your local
Okay.
level, you can do so, I believe. But this is just
I-
basically what would be in your
For the county.
tax.
Yeah.
That's it.
This was brought in front of our town at one point, and the town board had voted no again for that same reasoning. The more exemptions we give, the more cost has to be spread to the rest of our population. So I just wanted to be clear on that.
That one thing, Bill, Deb wasn't here. What was the total impact for the county? It wasn't that much. Absolutely, please. So there is a wrinkle to this exemption. There's an income tax that, they can get an income tax exemption of $200. So I did an analysis. Andrew gave me a list of all the qualifying people in the whole county, all the volunteers that qualify. So I ran two analyses, one over $200, which would be the people who would probably apply for this real property tax exemption, and all the others. So using the folks that would get more than $200, there were only 107 parcels that were affected. Countywide, that worked out to actual tax dollars of $19,023. And in Springwater, for example, for your town, that would be $636 tax total. So if every single person that qualified applied for the exemption, that would be 372 parcels. That would be $40,000 countywide. And for example, in Springwater, to answer your question, it would be $999 in taxes.
And that's just for this year, correct? Or this,
Well, what I did was
Depends on-
I took the analysis of all the folks that were actual active from all the different fire departments and ambulance. and I actually put them into the file for last year using last year's tax rates, because that's all I have to work with. So to get a real apples to apples comparison, I'm using last year's rates, they're the last finals, but they're pretty close. I don't think you're going to see a huge shift in that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Is there any other supervisor wishing to comment while the hearing is still open? Hearing none, I will close the hearing at this time and look for a motion to move with the 2023.
Gonzalo makes a motion.
Motion, do I have a second?
Shoot.
Motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, carried. I guess I asked Michelle to call roll to move this to a paper. Just to be 100%. And that's kind of what we do with the third agenda. No way to look at any questions. The vote that was moved unanimously. Take a vote. But that's the vote from ballot.
Avon,
Aye.
Caledonia.
Aye.
Canisius,
Aye.
Geneseo, Groveland,
Aye.
Lester, Lima,
Aye.
Livonia, Mount Morris,
Aye.
North Dansville, Nunde,
Aye.
Ashen, Portage,
Aye.
Sparta,
Aye.
Springwater,
Aye.
West Sparta,
Aye.
York.
Aye.
30, ayes 3643, absent 1411. Adopted.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yep.
So the adoption resolution is adoption of local law B 2023, providing a partial exemption from real property taxes to certified qualifying volunteer firefighters and ambulance workers. Avon,
Aye.
Caledonia.
Aye.
Canisius.
Aye.
Geneseo. Groveland.
Aye.
Lester. Lima.
Aye.
Livonia.
Aye.
Mount Morris.
Aye.
North Dansville. Nunde.
Aye.
Ashen.
Aye.
Portage.
Aye.
Sparta.
Aye.
Springwater.
No.
West Sparta.
Aye.
York.
Aye.
Okay, hold on one second. Ayes 3447, noes 196, absent 1411, adopted.
Thank you. Ian, do you have any updates to the board this afternoon?
Yeah, just a couple. And for those at Ways and Means, they heard many of these, but we're kicking off the budget this week for 2024. So we're putting together the call out memo details and projections on retirement, health insurance, wages, collective bargaining agreement items, things of that nature. So we'll do the same sort of schedule as years past, where we'll have meetings in August with the department heads and then keep you up to date throughout the process. One item that you might have saw that we shared with the board was the state retirement system pension fund had a negative rate of return on their investment pool. So there's a smoothing factor of 5 years, so we won't get hit initially with that, but they bank on 6%, so they're about a 10% difference because they were -4 and they banked on +6. So eventually, employers see that in the bills that we get from the retirement system, but there's a smoothing process, so that'll take a little bit of time to get to us as far as an impact on the bill. We still don't have the IGT payment for the nursing home, so we've been advocating, messaging, lobbying through the federal circles because CMS seems to be the holdup. So I talked with Schumer this week. We'll continue to sort of press them on that issue. So millions and millions and millions of dollars are due. Many nursing homes, both public, private, nonprofit, we're owed millions. And so there's a holdup in the federal government with that issue. Our shared services grant, there was an email this week from the state. We have to hold a series of public hearings and public meetings, as you remember. So I have to convene them, invite all of you, invite the village mayors. We'll probably do one in August to start to generate ideas, do another one in the fall, and then put a plan together for 2024 implementation. And then I want to recognize and welcome Kelly. So Kelly Greenway's here, new training and professional development coordinator. Maureen's already put her to work on the United Way stuff. You probably already saw, if you haven't had a chance to meet Kelly, please do so. She's a new training and professional development coordinator, and this is her first week. So,
Any other supervisors have anything for this afternoon? Yes.
West Part Old Fashioned Day is coming up on July 29th. So watch the ads come by and see how much money we get in this small town.
Thank you. Anyone else have anything for this afternoon?
Move to adjourn from Geneseo.
As perspective, we have a motion to adjourn, and a second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried on, moving stands adjourned.